Oh, this is the final chapter of The Flower of Freedom by Deborah J. Reeves. All rights to both the book and presentation are reserved. Welcome back for this final chapter. We hope you'll stay afterwards to hear about our new book, the next one we're going to present. This is chapter 184, Under the Shade of a Beautiful Flower. One morning I awakened and I found the invader. Bertie joined in with a booming, singing voice, a fervor marking his grief-worn face. He had learned the words from Philippe while they were undergrads at McGill. Philippe sang it all the time as he wrote detailed notes in the book about the building. He sang it as he went to sleep until it was secretly embedded in Bertie's brain. Bertie smiled through his tears, and he continued to sing. Joseph and his father, Michaud and his father all joined in then. They all knew the words from Philippe. He had sung it every time he was concentrating on something important. He had sung it all the time as he established the computer business or augmented the plan for the building. "We might have to fight for a better world, boys," he would tell them with his funny lopsided grin. Oh, how they wished he was there to tell them again. Then everyone in the church, all who knew the words, which was every man there who had ever fought for Canada, began to sing. There were many, because almost half the Canadian population served during the war years, and they sang together in a mighty roar of defiance against the tyranny of evil. The song rolled like thunder through the pews and up to the rafters, where it presented itself as an offering to God himself. The priest thought the church had never been bathed in such grace. He knew the words from his time as an army chaplain, so he sang too. "Oh, partisan, carry me away. Oh, goodbye, beautiful. Goodbye, beautiful. Goodbye, beautiful. Bye-bye." Everyone's eyes focused on Marie then. And then they continued singing. "Oh, partisan, carry me away, because I feel death approaching." Suzette saw Marie shaking as the words hit anew. And if it were possible, Marie turned even whiter. So Suzette ran from her place in the pew next to her husband, and as she passed, her mother-in-law Josette followed her. Suzette took up a position on Marie's left side, and she held the board with Marie's mangled hand. Nicole had followed them, and no one felt self-conscious. A part of their heart was in that coffin, and perhaps it held the part with self-preoccupation in it. Nicole stood behind the pregnant Suzette and her friend Marie, ready to catch them if need be. At the moment that Suzette began to move, Colette bolted from her front pew to hold Marie up on her right side, and the twins ran with her step for step. Colette wrapped her arms around her daughter, and almost immediately, Christine was on the same side holding up Colette. The twins took up a position, one in front of each of Marie's legs. Aki looked at them with wonder. They looked like rugby propped forwards, holding the line. Bertie thought they looked like mini hulks, and they were wearing their Neanderthal faces again. The singing built in volume once more. "And if I die as a partisan, and if I die on the mountain, Bella CIAO, Bella CIAO, Bella CIAO, ciao, ciao. And if I die as a partisan, and if I die on the mountain, then you must bury me up in the mountain. And you have to bury me, Bella CIAO, Bella CIAO, Bella, ciao, ciao, ciao. Bury me up in the mountain, and you have to bury me under the shade of a beautiful flower." The men linked to Philippe knew that the flowers of their lives were standing in that place. Some were standing in the pews, and some were standing next to Marie. They understood that all that is good needs to be defended if it is to survive the inclinations of evil impulses. They sang on as the women stood huddled together, supporting one another, right next to Philippe's coffin. And all who shall pass, Bella CIAO, Bella CIAO, Bella CIAO, CIAO, CIAO. And the people who shall pass, and all those who shall pass, will tell me, what a beautiful flower. And they will say, what a beautiful flower. And this is the flower of the partisan. And this is the flower of the partisan. Oh, goodbye, beautiful, goodbye, beautiful, goodbye, beautiful, bye, bye. And this is the flower of the partisan who died for freedom and love, thought Bertie. That's the end of The Flower of Freedom by Deborah J. Reeves. All rights reserved. Please check. We're going to post our introduction to the next book at the same time. I remain your friend Deborah, and I beg you to plant your seeds and start your own virtuous cycle wherever you are. Thanks for attending. Bye-bye.